Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are we feeling today? Happy Monday, everybody. Oh my goodness, it's Monday. Monday, January 10th. What's going on? Well, I'm going to catch you up on where I am in Samuel. I believe I'm in the Second Samuel 17th chapter. Now, these chapters that I've been reading, I want to say, as of these like six chapters that I've read, nothing is like popping out at me, or I'm not really connecting to anything in these particular chapters. But I will give you the landmarks of what I can remember happened in those chapters. I don't remember exactly what chapter, but it's there. So after, I don't even, where did we leave off? We left off, was it chapter 12, when, what happened? We left off at chapter 12 and talked about Bathsheba. Um, well, let me just tell you, I don't remember. So I'm wasting time. I know that the next chapter after the one that I talked about, it went into Tamar, and Tamar was David's daughter. Um, One of his sons, Absalom or something like that, and then another. I think Absalom and Tamar had the same mother, and then their brother Anon. It started with an A. I don't remember the exact name, but the Anon one was infatuated with Tamar, who was his sister, but from the way that the text read, it gave that, I got the impression that they just had different mothers or whatever, but it's still his sister. But he became infatuated with her. He ended up forcing himself on her. Her brother Absalom, when he found out about it, he was furious about it, as he should be. And I think Absalom ended up killing his brother Anon. I might be saying, I know I'm saying their names wrong. But then after he did that, Absalom left the kingdom, and David's piece of hair in my eye. David grieved that his son had left the kingdom, and he wanted him to come back. So then they found him, and they found Absalom. They told him to come back to the kingdom. um I can't remember if he came. This is not a good summary. I don't remember if he came directly back, but I guess the major events with Absalom was he ended up like wanting to take over the um like he wanted to be the king. And even with him doing all of that, and he even ran David and his people out of the kingdom, and they ended up going somewhere else, maybe Jerusalem. That's why I say read everything for yourself. He ended up running them out of the kingdom, and I think is David left some of his concubines there just to maintain everything around, where they were staying. But Abithal, Aphithal, it's APH, something like that. He told Absalom to go in unto the concubines, and then like that way the people know that you have power or something like that. um the Apithal person, I want to say he ended up hanging himself, and long story short, with Absalom, even though he had like he carried a little weight for a time, but from what I was reading, it was like some kind of freak accident had happened, and he was on a horse, and like something ended up wrapping around his neck, and long story short, he ended up dying. But when David heard about that, it saddened him, and he cried and he grieved over it. So that's kind of like where I am in the Bible. I know that was not a good um synopsis or rundown, but like I always say, y'all read it for yourself. But that's where I am in the Bible now. And yeah, I'm gonna keep going down this path because like I told y'all, it's a reason why I'm supposed to learn about David. I find a lot of similarities um in his story that relate to, things that I've gone through. So like I said, there's no coincidence. But I hope you guys are having an amazing Monday. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.